Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and this may or may not be my last video of the year. Maybe an unboxing today if it works out. The reason why I'm gonna get all this done today is because I am leaving again I'm gonna be traveling for the next couple weeks. So, gotta get back today. So today, possibly an unboxing. But right now, I'm just going to do a predictions video, kind of a predictions video / reflection video of the wrestling world in 2022, and I'm going to be making some bold predictions for 2023. So, start with the reflections first. Jeez, it's been a crazy freaking year. We had everything from Cody Rhodes leaving AEW to him coming back to WWE and having that trilogy of matches with Seth Rollins, and then getting injured at the Hell in a Cell match. We had Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kevin Owens in a phenomenal match at WrestleMania 38. Stone Cold coming out of retirement after a 19-year absence. CM Punk wins the AEW World Heavyweight Championship and then loses it due to injury. Or no, he doesn't lose it to injury, but he gets injured and Tony Khan creates the interim AEW Championship. Then Punk comes back, loses it to Jon Moxley, and then teases retirement. Then defeats Moxley for the title at All Out, sorry, and then goes into a meltdown. I mean, it's not funny, but it's like, I don't know. Like I said, I had mixed feelings about it. I respect Punk for doing that, but at the same time, it was very unprofessional, to say the least, nonetheless. But, there's rumors of him possibly coming back to AEW, maybe going back to WWE. I haven't heard anything about him being done yet, so I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. And the possibilities. We had Vince McMahon. This is possibly the biggest story all year. I think this is going to be the biggest story of the decade. Vince McMahon retires from his duties as CEO and chairman of the board of WWE, which I never thought I'd be coming up here and doing a video on this. I thought I was going to be coming up here and doing a Vince McMahon has passed away video, but I never thought I'd be coming up here and going, oh, Vince McMahon's retired. Which I didn't do it on the day that it happened because I was at a cousin's and I was socializing. And I just had a lot of stuff going on that time. But yeah, Vince retired. Freaking MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman wins the AEW World Championship from Jon Moxley. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what happened. I mean, if I'm missing anything, I mean, Antonio Inoki passed away this year. He's a big deal. So, we had Melanie Pillman. She died. So, that was freaking crazy. Yeah, it's been a crazy year. If I'm missing anything, I apologize. But, yeah. It's been a crazy year. It's been a crazy year. The last 2 years, the last 3 years or whatever, has been really crazy. Especially with the pandemic and Edge coming back. Oh yeah, we had Dominic Mysterio joining the Judgment Day and turning on Rey Mysterio, his father, which they're building is something I can tell. I mean, there was another freaking home invasion, or home visit. This time it was at Rey's parents' house for Christmas with Dominic and the Judgment Day. Dominic and Rhea Ripley, really, but, Dominic basically got arrested for that in storyline, but, yeah, I like the stuff that they're doing with them, and I like the fact that they're having Rey feud with someone else, while also not forgetting, hey, we're still building to something with Dominic and Rey. Like, I like that Triple H is doing that. Speaking of Triple H is the head of creative in WWE, so that's good. I trust Triple H in WWE better than I do Vince. Much better. Crazy year. Roman Reigns is still your Universal Champion, and add onto that, he's a WWE Champion. Now, I don't know how they're going to get this other belt off of him, because they're going to have to do that. I don't know how they're going to separate the belts back out again. Like, I don't know. Like, I might have a couple ideas for that, I don't know, but because I'm going to be making a Royal Rumble predictions video and a WrestleMania 39. I'm going to either do a prediction, I might not do a predictions video, I might just do like a fantasy booking, I don't know, I might do both. But I'm going to be doing my first fantasy booking video next year. I might try to do a past angle first, and then maybe do WrestleMania 39, because that'll be a little easier. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but let's make some predictions for 2023. So, I would really like it if, and I know some people are going to get freaking mad about this, because they're like, oh, I'm sick of long title reigns. But like, yeah, I'm getting a little bit sick of Roman Reigns' title reign, but you don't understand. The longer he holds on to this, it's going to be a bigger deal whoever beats him for it. It's either going to be Sami Zayn or Cody Rhodes. Or I could be wrong, it might not be either of them. But, I think those are the obvious choices. But, I think it's going to be more likely going to be Cody. Speaking of Cody, I think he comes back and wins the Royal Rumble. There could be a scenario also, and I'm predicting this, there could be a scenario where you have Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and John Cena in the ring at the same time, because if they're all having, like, big matches at WrestleMania, I don't know. Do you do that? Maybe that'd be the best way to do it. Like, have Rock face him on night 1, and then have Cody beat him on night 2. Because I don't want The Rock to be in the last match of night 2. I just don't want it. I'm sorry. But, I still think, I really don't hope they don't go through with Braun Strowman pinning Gunther for the Intercontinental title. I still think that should go to Sheamus. I think Sheamus is going to be Intercontinental Champion in 2023. Speaking of titles, I hope that they just unify the women's championships. If you're gonna have two brands, I don't know. Maybe they just want to, I don't know. See, the women's and tag titles need to be unified, I think, because there's not enough tag teams or women in their divisions. But like the singles titles and the men's, they keep them ununified, because anyone on any given night, and I think Triple H is going to work on building more people up. Karrion Kross, and we could potentially see Scarlett wrestle in WWE. Austin Theory, guys like that. Braun Breaker is probably coming up to the main roster soon, but I don't know. If they're going to get the titles off of him, off of Roman, and they're going to separate them out, maybe, I don't know, like, how would you do that? Maybe do something where Sammy... No. Yeah, that would more... I don't know, because, like, that would be weird. Like, him going as WWE champion in the WrestleMania and then challenging the Usos for the tag titles with Kevin. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe vacate it. Have Roman just be like, I don't want this anymore. And, like, vacate it and have, like, a match at WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble or something for it. Maybe make one of the belts for the... No, because then you couldn't do Cody winning it. Crud. Shoot. I don't know. Maybe just have, like, a multi-man ladder match or something at WrestleMania. I don't know. I don't know how to book that. Like, unless Triple H just comes out and says, you know what, we need to separate the belts out, and or Paul Heyman maybe makes some kind of mistake, or Sammy maybe makes some kind of mistake. Maybe that's what happens. Maybe Sammy makes some kind of mistake where he signs a contract for Roman's next match, but he puts, instead of the Universal title, the WWE Championship, and Sammy tries to correct it, and then Triple H comes out and says, no, these belts need to be separated or something. I don't know, maybe you do it like that. But I think maybe those belts are going to be ununified in 2023. Let's talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin. He could potentially have a match at WrestleMania. He did it last year, and it's rumored that maybe he's going to be there. I mean, who would he work against, though? Like, who would make more sense for him to work? I mean, I can think of a couple people. Brock Lesnar, John Cena, even though I think maybe he might be going against Logan Paul. Or, because, like, you don't want to do Stone Cold and Kevin Owens again. I know a lot of people have been wanting this match, but if it's possible, if he wants to do it, if they both want to do it, obviously, just CM Punk versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, I would be down for that. I mean, yeah, they're a little bit older now, both of them, but think of the freaking promos that these two would cut. I think Triple H would have enough sense to let them go a little more, unscripted, or a little more edgy. I mean, come on, like, you can't make them go out there and cut these freaking PG promos. I mean, yeah, you gotta keep it some PG, but, like, think about the adults that would want to see, because I don't know, like, a lot of these kids didn't grow up. I hate to say it, I didn't either, in the Attitude Era and Stone Cold Steve Austin's prime. Like, I grew up with CM Punk, but, think about the promos that those two would cut. And, maybe just be like a street fight or something, or maybe it could be I mean, there's a perfect storyline built in there with Stone Cold and CM Punk, where Austin, who's this beer-drinking, foul-mouthed, Texan, and CM Punk, on the other hand, is rebellious in his own right, but he's like, hey, I don't need to come out there with a couple beers to pump up this crowd. Like, I'm straight edge. Like, and have, I don't know, would you want to have Punk turn heel for that? I feel like you would, because, I don't know, because if you do that, then one of them's going to have to turn heel, because if you do straight edge versus, like, alcoholic or something like that, like, you're going to have to turn one of them heel, probably CM Punk, because fans are going to love Stone Cold. I mean, yeah, Stone Cold, or Punk's got his fans, I'm one of them, obviously, but, like, I think they're going to universally be cheering for Stone Cold. I don't know. Just a thought. I'd hope we would get it soon, but I don't know. That's just depending on whether Austin wants to wrestle at WrestleMania and Triple H wants to bring CM Punk back. And that's even if Punk wants to come back in the first place. But I've also heard something someone suggested the other day when I was watching the AEW live stream with good mic work. Someone had suggested that after the Elite, that's Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson, someone had suggested that at the end of that match, if they win the series, the best of 7 series, which I think they will, that CM Punk and FTR, or the Revival as they were known in WWE, come out and attack the Elite and maybe go after the trios titles, and maybe that's what they do, and maybe they can add, I don't know, because I don't know if anyone's allowed to say anything yet, probably not, but like if they are, maybe not say too much, but like have them take shots at each other, just little, maybe they're cool now, and maybe, I don't know, like, I don't know any of those guys personally. I don't know, maybe do like a storyline between them. Like, and FTR is the only innocent people in this. Well, fully innocent people. I mean, yeah, Punk was obviously unprofessional, but you gotta think so were Kenny and the Young Bucks. Because they went into Punk's locker room and, like, I don't know who threw the first shot, but, you know, whatever. But I was thinking do something like that. Or maybe if you wanted to, and this is going to be my next complaint. I got off of the long title reign thing, or point I was making. So if you do MJF, if you really play this out, like, because his contract is legitimately coming up in 2024 in AEW. You know, the bidding war of 2024. So you could have MJF hold that belt until then. And maybe, or maybe a couple months before, like December or something like that, like do MJF, he's standing in the ring and he's like, time's almost up, Tony, you gotta have, you're gonna get this belt from me, there's no one here left to beat, and maybe you have like CM Punk or someone, I don't know, maybe Jon Moxley or something, maybe Bryan Danielson beats him, I don't know, but maybe just tease it, or if you wanted to, just at the 11th hour, I don't know when New Year's falls next year, but like on the last Dynamite or the last Rampage of 2022 or 2023, have MJF come out and make an open challenge, and like, you know, it could be whoever, like someone get the belt off of MJF before it takes it to the other company. What if they swerve? Like, here's a fantasy booking scenario. What if after all that time of MJF and CM Punk hating each other, this is assuming if he comes back to AEW, or he's still with AEW, but what if you do something where he helps MJF retain the title at some point in 2023, and he comes back and says something to the effect of, yeah, this company sucks, like, I don't blame you for wanting to leave, Max, and I'll help you do that, and like, maybe something like Punk helps him at first, and then makes the claim, like MJF's beaten everyone, and Punk makes the claim, hey, I never lost that belt. You know, he's helping him, but he's still like, hey, you know, I never lost that belt if you ever want to give me a shot. Like, because he never did. He never lost that belt either time. He was stripped of it the last time. I don't know, something like that, maybe, with AEW. Maybe maybe it's not Punk that takes it. Maybe it's Ricky Starks. I would like that. I would like Ricky Starks to take it from him. I've heard Brian Pillman Jr. is improving a lot in the ring. Maybe did that with him. Maybe Wardlow takes it. I don't know. I don't know. As much as I would like CM Punk to win back the AEW title, I also would like to see an AEW original beat MJF for it. Like, you know, Darby Allin or Hangman Adam Page. Yeah, drop it back to Page. I don't know. We'll see. But MJF's going to have an interesting year in 2023. I know that. Think maybe we could see some pay-per-view scheduling changes. Possibly. I hope they get rid of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view and just save that for WrestleMania. Maybe next year you do Money in the Bank, and then previous WrestleManias going forward, you have the multi-man matches. But then again, what if you made the Money in the Bank briefcase? What if you changed the rules a little bit? I mean, Austin Theory cashed in on the United States Champion. Why don't you just do that? Why don't you just make the Money in the Bank briefcase, like if you have a tag team wrestler in there, like Montez Ford or like Jey Uso or something like that, whoever wins it, if they have a tag team partner or not, it could be for the tag titles or the Intercontinental. Like, why does it always have to be the World Heavyweight title that gets cashed in on, like, or the Universal or whatever? Why can't it be a mid-card title or a tag team title also? Make the Money in the Bank make Money in the Bank what Royal Rumble isn't. Make Money in the Bank where you can cash in on any championship on any given night. Like, you know, just an idea, you know. Why not make the Money in the Bank match eligible for all titles? You know, Intercontinental, United States, Tag Team, both world titles if they decide to break them up. Just a fun thought. I think the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view needs to go away. And I think it will. Extreme Rules is okay, but I think they should replace it with like King of the Ring. Because you can do an Extreme Rules match of any kind on any given pay-per-view, honestly. I don't know, those are just a couple ideas that I have for 2023. Do you think Cody Rhodes will eventually win the WWE Championship? Maybe some belt designs too, Triple H, please. Give those ugly red and blue belts with the big W on them to your sports fans and stuff like that you invite, but make legitimate belts, please, Hunter. Please. Thank you. If you ever watch this, I think you're doing a great job. But yeah, those are just some ideas that I have for 2023 for both AEW and WWE. I'm not even going to cover Ring of Honor because they already have a deal with Honor Club, and it's a shame because I was really hoping that Colt Cabana would be featured, and not even just Colt, but like a lot of the Ring of Honor guys would be featured on bigger stages. Why can't they just do like a working relationship thing? Like, cause Tony owns the company. I mean, yeah, a lot of people are going to complain about that, But don't have them defend their titles on Ring of Honor television. But have Ring of Honor be its own thing, but like, every once in a while, do these inter-promotional, like, special shows or something. Like, do these inter-promotional Ring of Honor versus AEW. It helps them get, it would help them get noticed. It would help us get potential dream matches that we've never seen, and it would help the Ring of Honor guys get a lot of exposure that maybe haven't in the past, like a Colt Cabana or Dalton Castle or something like that. Just an idea. I mean, you don't have to defend the belts even. Like, don't even have them bring the belts out. Like, because I know how many people complain about that. Oh, there's too many belts. Like, yeah, there might be, because we were seeing Ring of Honor being featured on TV so much, but that was because they didn't have a deal. Like, what are they gonna do? Just not show Ring of Honor people at all? Like, come on. I don't know. But, yeah, those are predictions I have for WWE and AEW. I might do a Hall of Fame prediction video. Plus, on the 11th, we've got the 30th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. I might come up here and do, I don't know, depending on how full my schedule is, or depending on how much I want to do, I might be really busy on here in January. Like, I don't know. I may come up here and do like a top 30 Raw, my favorite top 30 Raw moments or something. I don't know. I don't know. But that's what I've got. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any predictions that you would like to make in the comments for wrestling in 2023, let me know. Do we see any big returns? Do we see any big changes? Does CM Punk come back to WWE or AEW, or does he stay gone? Or what's the status with that? Do you think, Cody's gonna win the title, or is it gonna be Sami Zayn? What are your predictions? I want to know in the comments. Do we see Sasha Banks in AEW? Possibly. But I want to know your guys' thoughts. But I'm going to pack today, and if I get done early enough, and if my package arrives on time today, if it comes today, I will do an unboxing for you guys. So, I'm going to get this uploaded, and see y'all later.